Hi everybody, today we're going to be taking a look at the game Ghost of Christmas. Now this is a trick-taking game, and the object of this game is you're going to try to score the most amount of points. The interesting thing about this game is that you're going to have 3 different places that you're going to be able to play your cards to try to win tricks. So let's take a look at it. Okay everybody, here we go. Now this is a trick-taking game, and for those of you who've never played a trick-taking game, I'm just going to kind of give you an idea of how it works. In this game you've got 4 different suits. You've got hearts, which is going to be the trump suit, which I'll talk about. You have the scale suit, you have the candle suit, and then you also have the music suit. Now these cards are going to be ranked numerically, and in a trick-taking game what's going to happen is someone's going to go ahead and lead with a card, and let's just say player 1 leads with a 4. So what he has established is he has established the suit color that everybody is going to have to play if they have that card. If they don't have that card, then they can proceed to play the trump suit, which is going to be the heart, which is going to end up beating that. Otherwise, they can just play whatever card that they have. But anyway, let's just say player 2 happened to have the 11 over here. Now, he has played the suit, and he's also beaten the 4 with his card. So right now, he is in the lead. So let's just say player 3 happened to not have the suit, but he did have a heart, so he'll go ahead and play the heart. So because he has played the trump color, he has beaten both these cards, and he's going to go ahead and end up taking the trick into his hand, and then he's going to go ahead and lead the next trick with a card, say a 6 or something like that. So that's basically how a trick-taking game works. Now, in this particular game, you're going to have 3 different sections that you're going to be playing cards in to try to win tricks in each of these sections. And the object of the game is you're going to be trying to become the player that has the most points after a set amount of hands. In a 3-player game, it'll be 3 hands. In a 4-player game, it's going to be 4 hands. Now, the way the definitions work in this game, a round is going to consist of having all of these slots filled in, and then you're going to go ahead and do another round with the rest of the cards that you have. And a hand is going to be when all of the cards in your hand have been played. And at that point, you're going to go ahead and score. Now, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and deal out, I've got it set up for a 3-player game, you're going to go ahead and deal out 12 cards to everybody, and then everyone's going to look at their cards and they're going to attempt to bid on how many tricks that they're going to be able to take in the hand. So let's just say player 1 says, I think I'm going to probably be able to take 4 tricks. So what he'll do is he's going to go ahead and take 4 of these little Christmas doors over here and just place them somewhere, signifying that he is going to go for that many tricks. Now the thing is he's going to have to win exactly that many tricks in order to score points. If he fails to do this, then he's not going to score any points. Now, one thing you can do also, if you want to get a little leeway, is you could get a red door. And what this is going to do is this is going to say, okay, I think I can win either 4 tricks or 5 tricks in this case. So this will give you a little bit of leeway. Now, the caveat is if you're able to get exactly this amount of tricks, you're going to score 2 points per trick that you won. If you have the red door with you, then you're only going to score 1 point for each trick that you have won. So each player is going to go ahead and do this, and I'll just go ahead and say put 2 tricks over here for player 2, and then we'll do say 3 for player 3. So now as you're playing tricks, you're going to be playing them either in past or present or future. Okay, so we're ready to go ahead and start playing around. We'll just kind of show you how this works. The first player is going to go ahead and get this hat, and this is simply going to signify that he's going to play first. So let's say he's just looking at his hand and he decides he's going to play an 11 over here in the past section. So what he's going to do is going to take this wheel and then move it over here, and this is going to determine that the past is going to have to play this suit for all the other players, unless of course they don't have it. All right, so let's just say player 2 decides to go, and he decides he's going to go ahead and play a green card over here in the present moment. So he's going to go ahead and set it to the music side for the present. Now let's say player 3 plays, and he says, okay, I don't have that, but I'm going to go ahead and play a heart over here in the future, and so now he's going to set it over here to the heart. Say player 1 decides he's going to play, he doesn't have a heart, so let's just say he decides he's going to go ahead and play a 6. Player 2 goes, and let's just say he decides he's going to go ahead and play this blue 6 over here. And player 3 looks and he says, okay, player 3 does not have a blue card, so he'll just go ahead and play this. And then we'll go ahead and finish out the rest of the cards. So now let's just say we have a completed hand here, and we're going to go ahead and see who won which trick. So we're going to start with player 1, and he has the past. He has the 11, and we're going to look at the other cards, and he has won the trick. So now what he's going to do is he's going to take a wreath and he's going to place it over here like so. So now he's going to go ahead and start the present section. And so he has an 11 right over here. And player 2 has a 12, and that actually is going to beat him. And so we look at player 3, he has a yellow 12. So right now, player 2 is going to win a trick, or a wreath, because he won the trick. And now he's going to go ahead and get the hat for the future, like so. The future is set on the heart, and we're going to go through it again. 7 and 5 and 6. So player 2 has won this trick over here, so he's going to go ahead and take a wreath. Okay, so let me go ahead and show you the little flip trick that goes on with this. Let's just say at some point that player 2 won the second, and he has the green 12. So when you look, player 3 can't match it, but player 1 has trumped it with the heart. So what's going to end up happening is he's going to, of course, take the trick. And now what's going to happen is, if you remember correctly, this player started with a heart, and now there is a heart suit here. But since this player is now taken control and started with the green, this is actually going to be moved over here to the green section like so. So now everybody's going to have to follow that law. So the way it works is he has the green, but everybody else has trumped him with the hearts. So he's not going to end up winning the trick anyway. It's going to be him. But a lot of times what can happen is you can actually flip this around, and nobody else is going to have that particular color. So you'll be able to win more tricks that way. So that's part of the strategy. So anyway, everyone's going to look and see how many of the tricks that they have, and then you're going to go ahead and take all these cards out, and you're going to go ahead and start a new round, and you're just going to use the rest of the cards in your hand to do so until you run out of cards. Now once you run out of cards, everyone's going to go ahead and look and see how many tricks they won. Let's say player 2 only was able to get the 2 wreaths, so he's not going to get any points. And let's just say player 3 ended up getting 3, like so. So he's going to go ahead and get 6 points like so. So anyway, you're going to go ahead and do a few more rounds of this depending on how many players there are, and then you're going to repeat the process, and at the end, whoever has the most amount of points is going to end up winning the game. Now, one other thing is that there is a beyond token in here, so if you wanted to add another time period, you could go ahead and play this as well to make the game even that much more interesting. But anyway, guys, that is Ghost of Christmas. So my final thoughts on Ghost of Christmas. Well, I would say that anybody that enjoys playing games like spades and hearts or trick-taking games should definitely check this game out. It definitely adds an element of strategy to it that a typical trick-taking game might not have. Having to play cards in 3 different places as opposed to 1, and being able to actually change the suit if you happen to win one trick, boy, that really adds an advanced element to it for sure. I would definitely say that trying to guess how many tricks that you're going to win is probably harder than would be, say, in spades, simply because there's an advanced element to it. But it's a pretty cool little theme, past, present, future ghosts of Christmas, having the wreaths and the doors. So yeah, this could be a holiday game for sure for anybody that likes trick-taking games. So anyway, if you guys like trick-taking games, check it out. All right, guys, that's my review of Ghost of Christmas. We'll catch you later. Keep on gaming.